they bought me this version of this joystick for the Xbox One, and that's what's coming. Okay? So the initial email I got yesterday said, oh, this is arriving on Thursday. Okay, great. If it arrives on Thursday, that means this thing will be here in time for my Street Fighter stream on Friday. Maybe we could try it out live on the Street Fighter stream on Friday. This is excellent. This morning I had an update email. It's coming today. What? It's coming today. That's a change. Especially now during the holiday season, to have something bumped up in delivery rather than bumped back is dramatically amazing. I was like, it's like the stars aligned for this, I guess, or something. Okay? So, then, I wake up this morning, and I sleep in a little bit. My wife had to go to work early today, earlier shift. I slept in a little bit more. I finally get out of bed because Jasper's not letting me sleep. I finally get out of bed. I roll out of bed. Yeah, I look disgusting. My face, oh my God. When I wake up in the morning, you think I'm ugly now. Oh, man. This is at least 2 hours of makeup, and I steam my face. I stretch my face up, Botox injections to get it to look like this. Can you imagine what I look like when I wake up in the morning? Can you just imagine what I look like when I wake up in the morning? So, I get up, and my wife says to me, hey, you got something on the front porch out there. Someone delivered something this morning. I said, this morning? This morning? So I jumped out of bed. I was completely naked except for boxer shorts. I jump out of bed. I run down the stairs like a child on Christmas morning. Woo! And I almost slip and fall, but I grab the railing. Oh, I recover, okay? I run to the front door. And I open the front door, and I throw the door open, and my neighbors are right there staring at me. I'm just standing there with my boxers on. Okay, I made that whole thing up. None of that happened. What actually happened was my wife said, there's a box out there for you. I think it might be your joystick, because I told her about it yesterday that a fan had ordered me a joystick. Okay? So I said, all right. So, you know, I got dressed and everything, and I went downstairs. Special delivery. And the box was there. Special delivery. And I opened it up, and my jaw drops. Okay? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the fan did not purchase me the Hori Real Arcade Pro 4 for the Xbox One. They purchased me the Fighting Stick Alpha for the Xbox Series X. This is the latest joystick from Hori. This is the latest one they made. It has all these features that I don't know if I'll ever use. Like the joystick opens up so you can actually replace the buttons and joystick when they wear out yourself. You can actually buy parts online and replace them, which is incredible. So basically, it's kind of a future-proofed joystick. It's not just, oh, you play it and it breaks, then you get another one. You buy more parts and you upgrade the joystick so that you can keep using it. It also has a feature where you can replace the artwork inside of it. Now, of course, what you'd have to do, I think they have software, and you could print it out yourself. I'm not going to do this. I don't care about the artwork in my stick anymore. I did at one point. Remember when I started on YouTube over 10 years ago? I actually was making modded joysticks, and I was doing stuff like this. So this joystick lets you do this. Make your own artwork with their software and then print it out and put it in your joystick. Okay? It's got a whole bunch of other features too that I don't know if I'll ever use. Like you can custom remap the buttons. Not even in the game, but you can remap the buttons in the joystick itself and shit. I don't know if I'll ever do any of that stuff. Alright? But I'm looking at this and I'm like, dude, this is so fucking so nice. And I'm going to say something, alright? Now listen. You guys, I want you to understand something. I say this every day. The reason that I'm successful and I'm still here as a content creator and I'm still able to do this for a living is because of you. It's because of your feedback, your support, your submissions, and your contributions. I want you to understand this. This pre-stream podcast layout is made by a fan. This microphone set up here was recommended by a fan. The phone behind me was recommended by a fan. Okay? The artwork that plays on pre-stream, the music that plays on pre-stream, it's all made by fans. Like, literally, I'm a fan-made man. If it weren't for people who liked what I did and felt that there was value in doing it, I would never be successful. I am like the grassroots underdog, right? The only reason I even pull half the shit off that I do, and I'm able to maintain, is because of you guys and your support, okay? Just think about this year alone. This chair I'm sitting in, the laptop I'm using, the Xbox Series X that we play every day now on stream, right? All submitted for fans to improve the quality of my content and my streams. I'm so grateful, guys. You got to understand something. How grateful I am that you guys support me in this way. And it means a lot. Every day you guys come out and you do tips, super chats, super stickers. You become a member of the channel. You know, you support it in that way as well, financially. Thank you. You know, it means a lot. And now, right? This is literally a Christmas present. I haven't gotten an actual Christmas present, except for of course, my wife gets me something. I get her something. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't had a legitimately, like, a physical Christmas present, like something like this, in many, many years. I would say over the years, maybe the last few years, there's a couple people who donated, like, booze, like beer. Right? Someone sent me some beer to drink during the holiday marathon and stuff like that. But I haven't actually had, like, an actual physical gift. Like I said, this is like me on Christmas morning unwrapping a present. Like, oh my God, I got a Christmas present. What the wow. So thank you so much to the person who got this for me. I understand they don't want to be mentioned. They're like, dude, please do not mention my name, because so many people who support you get harassed online because people are such scumbags and jealous and shit. I hear you. I'm not going to do that. So thank you so much. You know who you are. This is so nice, man. So what we're going to do now is I'm gonna put it in my closet and hide it from you guys and never ever show it to you, because it's mine. It's my Christmas present, not yours. You get your own. No, we're gonna unbox it live. I'm gonna share this with all of you. I'm going to share the joy of Hori, the Christmas joy of Hori with all of you live here on the stream. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what's in here. Hopefully it's not a box of rocks. That would be something. I do this whole pre-stream special. I open it up, and it's a fucking rocks inside. And it's a big, fuck you, Phil. Picture of a guy flipping me off. Fuck you, Phil. That would be something. I hope not. I'd be pretty upset. I'm not going to lie. That would put the bah humbug in my Christmas. Oh, fuck. There's a bunch of dog shit in here now. Let's take a look. So, I open it up. Wrapped in foam wrapping. Right? Okay. I think it's actually larger. If you can believe it, I think it's bigger than my other joystick. And we all know that my joystick... Oh, man, my joystick is huge. Everyone has seen the size of my joystick. That thing is ginormous, so can you imagine? All right. A little paper, and it explains, actually, I think, how you open the joystick to see the inside. And it actually has two modes, Xbox Series X and Windows 10. Okay. That's it. There's nothing in here but a one paper insert and then the foam. Okay? That's it. Okay.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Oh my God, excuse me. Wow. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's actually significantly different from my PlayStation stick. Like, way different. I'm going to go over the differences right now. Hold on a second. Let me get all this stuff off my lap. It's way different looking. It's interesting. Keep in mind, I've not been in the joystick scene in many, many years. So I don't even know, like, if parts have advanced or changed over the years or not. I really have no clue. So I don't know if the parts inside this stick are top-notch or not. You would think if it's a pricey joystick, they would be. They wouldn't skimp on the parts. Fuck. The handle's stuck. Apparently I fucked up at the handle's not sticking out properly. Well, it's not a big deal. Let's put this over here. Okay. So, first of all, on the bottom, there's 2 rubberized pads on the sides. See that? You're supposed to put your legs there. So it basically sticks to your lap when you're playing. It doesn't move around when you're playing.
My laugh sounds like
Okay.
ack, ack, ack. So when I laugh and I go,
Now, what I'm noticing...
does that sound
Wow,
like
there's a
ack,
lot
ack,
of differences
ack, ack? No,
between this and my
nothing like
current
that at all.
joystick. This thing is completely different. Like I said, that one is the Hori Real Arcade Pro 4. This one's called the Fighting Stick Alpha. The entire stick has been redesigned from the ground up from what Hori does for their joysticks. So first of all, the joystick itself, I believe, is a different kind. It looks to me like it may be a little bit shorter than the joystick in the other one, which is fine. You don't need a ginormous, tall joystick, but it looks a little shorter. The buttons are completely different. The buttons have a texture to them on the top. Okay? A texture. And that's interesting to me, because typically, when I played fighting games, they were always had that shiny sheen to them. These have texture on the top. I wonder if the texture will wear out after you use it over time, or if the texture would stay. I don't know. Also, the layout of the buttons is slightly different. So if you take a look at the way that the buttons are laid out, see how they're like a big arc? It's actually not like that on the PlayStation 4 Real Arcade Pro. Basically, these buttons, these 2, which would be like light punch, light kick, the 2 closest buttons, are offset, but the other 6 buttons are basically just straight across. Okay? On this one, they're actually completely arced. And that actually naturally would fit your fingers, I feel, a little bit better than, say, the ones that go straight across. So it's a more natural feel to the button layout. Now, what I'm seeing, I could be wrong, but I actually think the buttons are slightly smaller than the buttons on the Hori Real Arcade Pro 4. I could be wrong, because I think I'm wrong there. I think it's an optical illusion. Why would they have buttons that are slightly smaller? Then how would you order replacements? Have inputs on your fucking console or whatever, then you can unlock it later. It says setting 1 and 2, and I think that probably goes between like PC and console, I would think. It actually has all kinds of stuff. It has a headphone button. It has a microphone mute button. It actually has a headphone jack. Yeah, it has a headphone jack. So, when I plug this into my Xbox Series X, okay, I should be able to plug in my Hori neck phones into my Hori joystick and get the sound out of it. Right? I should be able to actually get right out of here, which is cool. It's the same as plugging it into the the gamepad. So that's nice, right? Now this thing is supposed to open. And I think I see a button at the top. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. So just to show you, I'm opening it up now. This thing. Packing paper is coming out. I have to take the packing paper out. Probably give that to Jasper to play with. He probably will. Tissue paper. Here's what it looks like from the side when it opens. Look at that. And here's from the back. You can actually see all the parts. How they connect and everything. And here is your wire for the joystick. And what you're supposed to do is have that wire come out. There's actually a space here that would come out the back of the joystick. You see that? And in fact, look at this. It even has a button cable layout sticker to explain how the buttons are working and everything. That's interesting.
What do I do?
Yeah, I see what it is. It's showing you these are the buttons, and if you want to replace a button that's broken, that's, if you're seeing it from the back side, it's telling you a diagram of which button is which. The buttons, for the most part, look identical from the buttons that I used to buy. Like, the connectors look exactly the same. The wires and metal connectors, I don't think that they've changed. The joystick pretty much looks the same, too. And it mounts pretty easily.
This is
right
moronic.
So if the joystick gets loose, you could just tighten it or whatever.
Fun.
It's pretty neat, man. And so I guess what you would do here, let's undo the cable. Untie the cable here. I'm sure Jasper will want to play with that twisty. He loves twisties. Actually, pretty good cable management in this thing, too. When I would do a joystick, I would never do, like, major cable management. But they have, like, twist ties on all of the wires. So the wires aren't, like, going crazy, which is very smart that they did that.